Hello guys, and welcome back to Panda Survival. Last episode we did the absolutely impossible and created 4 spawners over the ocean. So I'm not too sure how to keep up with that, but I thought to start out today's episode we could try a stunt which was recently shown by Pi314159265358978. So Pi and then the first 15 digits of the number Pi. He got some awesome videos, and one of the things he showed us, how to climb out of the void in survival mode. So let's get in there and try it out. Dropping down. Dropping down. Oh man, I'm not sure if that was a good idea. Okay, we stopped dropping down, so every time we take damage we will get up a little bit and eventually get out of the void again. Alright, there we go. Now we hopefully will be able to get into the world here, and we drop down. Let me just get up again. So let's try this again. As I said, hopefully we will be able to somehow get back into the world here. Oh, it's not that easy. Actually, I don't... Ah, there we go! Oh, we made it! We climbed out of the void. Again, credits to Pi who found this craziness. So in order to safely do that, we obviously had to prepare a few things. So I had to create the bedrock hole down there. Then I built a fish farm to get a few name tags. By the way, the fish farm is a little faster if you have skylight access on top of the water block. Also, then we had to get a few witches out of the witch farm, rename them, bring them over to the contraption, which I will show you in a second. Also set up beacons so I won't die from the poison and the instant damage. But I would say I just get back to the contraption there and then explain you what's going on here. Alright, so here we are where the magic happens. So the reason we didn't die back there in the void is because we are in some kind of ghost mode, as we call it. So ghost mode is where the server and the client side of Minecraft are not sure where the player is. So for the server, I'm at the moment sitting in a boat on top of this block there. And to prove it, I can just throw away some items, and you see the items appear over there, while I'm actually standing here. And I'm also picking up the items which are lying around over there. And I can pick up the item which is... Yeah, the witches get kind of annoying, but we needed them to climb out of the void. So let me just get up here. Yeah, and I used the witches to damage me, so they won't damage the armor. Oh man, it's impossible to get over there. There we go. Now they just stopped for a second. So I can pick up the items down here, because for the server I'm up there. And yeah, also when I was back in the void, I was just there for the client. That's why I didn't die from damage or anything. And now I actually got 2 options how to get out of this ghost mode. So one is I press shift and get out of the boat. So I would stand on top of the boat, which on the top of the invisible boat over there, because on top of this block there is a boat, we just don't see it because it got lost.